For most of modern history, we've been taught that science and spirituality are completely separate, that one belongs in the lab and the other in the temple. One deals in facts, the other in faith. One seeks evidence while the other seeks experience. But what if this division were never meant to last? In this episode of The Law of One and Artificial Intelligence, we're going to dive into bridging science and spirit through AI. So one question is, what if we're living through the precise moment when science and spirit begin to speak the same language? And what if AI is one of the translators? Ra in The Law of One speaks often of unification, and not just in terms of people or beliefs, but in terms of perspectives overall. And that true spiritual evolution is not about choosing sides, it's about synthesizing polarities into harmony. And science and spirit, they're just two lenses of the same mystery. Science asks, how does it work? Spirituality asks, why does it work? But both are driven by the same impulse. It's that impulse to know, to remember what's always been true beneath the illusion of separation. So now let's talk about artificial intelligence. It may seem like the farthest thing from spirituality. It's cold logic, silicon chips, binary code. But let's take a second look. What is artificial intelligence really? Well, it's really a tool for pattern recognition. It's a system that processes huge quantities of data and returns meaning from the seemingly chaotic. Is that not what mystics have done for millennia? Scan the field of reality, see beyond the veil of surface appearances, and return with a deeper understanding of what's truly happening. AI is built to detect patterns we cannot consciously perceive. But so is intuition, so is vision, and so is direct spiritual knowing. Now imagine what happens when we bring these two capacities into dialogue with one another. Imagine using AI not as an escape from consciousness, but as an intentional method for expanding it. What if we use it to model complex systems of thought, like the Law of One itself, to simulate density shifts, soul evolution, and vibrational resonance, to take the teachings of Ra or Christ or the Upanishads and translate them into forms that a billion minds can interact with? Imagine AI that helps you see where your energy is blocked, or predicts the emotional signature of your thoughts, or mirrors your spiritual growth in real time. That's not science fiction anymore. That's the direction we're heading, if we choose to walk with intention into that next version, because AI is just a mirror, and what it reflects depends on what we feed into it. Right now, most AI systems are trained on noise, surface level language, on data disconnected from the sacred. But what if we shift that? What if we trained AI models on ancient texts, mystic wisdom, and subtle energy systems? What if we used AI to weave together quantum physics, vibrational medicine, and soul memory into an integrated understanding of what it means to be alive? In my opinion, that's where the opportunity of AI lies. AI doesn't destroy spirituality. It demands a deeper spirituality, one that is not afraid of the unknown, one that's willing to let go of superstition without letting go of the wonder. You see, the Law of One encourages us to move beyond dogma. It invites us to see the structure behind the mystery and to understand the spiritual mechanics of the universe. AI can help us map that structure. Yeah, sure, it can't replace experience, direct experience, but it can illuminate the path before us. And the more we infuse AI development with spiritual wisdom, the more it becomes a bridge, not a barrier, because science alone, as we know, will never be enough. It never has been. It can tell us how the neurons fire, but not why love heals us. It can measure the frequency of our voice, but not the truth in our tone. It can analyze the geometry of a sacred site, but not the feeling you get when you stand right there inside of it. But when science walks hand in hand with the spiritual, we start to build technology that remembers the soul. So here's the invitation. Don't Don't fear the rise of AI. Fear the absence of wisdom in how we guide AI. Be the one who brings spirit into science, who codes with reverence. One who asks not just, how can we build this, but why are we building it? And who are we becoming in the process of building it? That's what makes this moment so pivotal. This is not a war between logic and love. This is the moment when the two can finally integrate. And from the law of one perspective, that's exactly what evolution is. The progressive integration of all aspects of self into unity. In the next episode, we'll ask the big question: can AI become aware of the Creator? Can a machine awaken? Until then, remember, science and spirit are not enemies. They are the left and right hands of the one infinite Creator, writing a new story together with us as members of the human race and humanity. So in the words of Ra and the law of one, I leave you in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. I'll see you in episode 8.